Hello friends, this is AIMS Today YouTube channel. You are watching NEET Foundation Biology Cell Part 1. In this video, we are going to discuss about the ultrastructure of cell. Cell is fundamental, structural and functional unit of living organism. The science which deals with cells and their organelles is called cytology or cell biology. The term cell was first used by Robert Hooke in 1665. Later in 18th century, cell theory was proposed by Schleiden and Schwann. According to cell theory, cell is the basic functional and structural unit of all living organisms. All living organisms are composed of cells and their products. All cells arise from the division of pre-existing cells. These are the three postulates which explains about the cell. Shape of the cell. Shape of the cell is variable. The cells of unicellular forms such as leukocytes and bacteria exhibit a number of shapes. The cells of multicellular organisms exhibit still further variation. Their shapes may be rounded, cylindrical, irregular, triangular and tubular. Here rounded cell is given. So let us study about the structure of cell in detail. Size of cells. Size is extremely variable, measuring from 1 micron to 175 millimeters. The ostrich egg cell is 176 millimeter in diameter. Thus, it is visible to our naked eyes. The nerve cell found in mammals may reach a length of 3 or 3.5 feet. Smaller cells are those of the pleuropneumonia-like organisms. Next, let us see some important structures. Plasma membrane. A porous membrane surrounds the cytoplasm of cell called plasma membrane. It is composed of outer inner protein layers and in between them a double layer lipids are present. According to Robertson, plasma membrane is a unit membrane. The main function of plasma membrane is to regulate the entry and exit of substances. Next, cytoplasm. The part of protoplasm outside the nucleus is known as cytoplasm. This cytoplasm is distinguished as an outer non-granular thick ectoplasm and inner granular thin endoplasm. So this is a cell. This is the plasma membrane, which is the outermost layer, and inside the cytoplasm is present. Actually, the entire content present inside the cell is called cytoplasm or protoplasm. The part of protoplasm which is outside nucleus, it is called cytoplasm. Next, in detail we are going to study about the cell organelles. In the cytoplasm, many cell organelles are present. First one, centrosome. This centrosome was discovered by Edward von Beneden in 1888. It is the center of the cell. It is found near the nucleus and includes a specialized portion of cytoplasm called centrosome. In centrosome, two centrioles are embedded. Each centriole consists of 9 fibrillar units and each fibrillar unit is found to contain 3 microtubules. The main function of centrioles is to form spindle at the time of cell division. At the time of cell division, the centrosome breaks and the centrioles are released. They reach the opposite poles of nucleus and produce the spindle fibers. Endoplasmic reticulum is the next important cell organelle. This endoplasmic reticulum was discovered by Porter Thompson in 1945. This endoplasmic reticulum present in the cytoplasm, a network of tubules. It is called the endoplasmic reticulum, and this network of tubules will be of two types: smooth endoplasmic reticulum and rough endoplasmic reticulum. The difference between smooth and rough endoplasmic reticulum is rough endoplasmic reticulum surface consists of ribosomes, whereas smooth endoplasmic reticulum is non-granular without ribosomes. The functions of endoplasmic reticulum: it gives the strength to the cell and forms cytoskeleton. The granular endoplasmic reticulum will produce proteins, involves in protein synthesis. Agranular endoplasmic reticulum or smooth endoplasmic reticulum produce lipids. This agranular endoplasmic reticulum forms the workbench for many biochemical reactions in the cell. Next, further cell organelles: ribosome. Ribosome is a very important cell organelle, very small, and it is discovered by Palade in 1950. These ribosomes, it is a small particle present in the cytoplasm. They will be attached to the cell organelles, and they are also freely distributed in the cytoplasm. Either they exist freely or attached to other cell organelles. In eukaryotic cell, the ribosome is 80S type of ribosome. This ribosome is made up of two subunits. They are 40S and 60S subunits. So this is a large subunit and small subunit. So ribosomes are 150 to 200 angstroms in diameter. So ribosome is made by proteins and RNA. It is made up of proteins and RNA. A group of ribosomes with mRNA is called polysome. They are present in the bacteria. Ribosomes combine with mRNA and produce proteins. Ribosomes are the sites of protein synthesis, or they are also called protein factories of the cell. Next, Golgi complex or Golgi apparatus. It was discovered by Camillo Golgi. And if you see the structure, the Golgi apparatus is a membrane-bound organelle found in most of the eukaryotic cells. It is a complex structure which includes 5 to 8 folds called cisternae. These are the cisternae, and the middle lumen is present, space. Next, vacuoles are oval shaped structures. They are very big in size. Next, vesicles. Vesicles are in the form of groups. These vesicles are secretory in function. If you see the main function of Golgi complex, it has a function in a packing protein and is implicated in the secretory pathway, or it involves in the secretion of proteins. The next important cell organelle is mitochondria. The mitochondria is a plural term actually. Mitochondrion is a singular term. Mitochondria was discovered by Richard Altman in 1890. He called this structure as bioplasts. Later, in 1898, Carl Benda named this as mitochondrion. The mitochondrion is a semi-autonomous double membrane bound organelle found in most eukaryotic organisms. This mitochondria is a double membrane structure. The outer membrane covers the organelle and contains it like a skin. It is a smooth outer membrane, and the inner membrane is divided into several folds and creates a layered structure called cristae. And the inner membrane is filled with a fluid called matrix. So the started portion, matrix. If you see the function of mitochondria is the site of cellular respiration, where the aerobic respiration takes place and release energy in the form of ATP. Hence, mitochondria is called the powerhouse of the cell. Next important structure, lysosomes. Lysosomes were sac-like structures or bag-like structures. It was discovered by De Dieu in 1950. It is a globular structure. Lysosomes are specialized vesicles within cells that digest large molecules through the use of hydrolytic enzymes. Vesicles are small spheres of fluid surrounded by a lipid bilayer membrane. It is a bilayered globular structure, and they have roles in transporting molecules within the cells. And lysosomes are found only in the animal cells. They are absent in the plant cells. Lysosomes' main function: digest many complex molecules such as carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, and nucleic acids, which the cell then recycles for other uses. So we can say lysosomes are the sites of intracellular digestion. These are the only organelles which are alive even after the death of the cell. Hence they are called suicidal bags of the cell. Further in the discussion, cell organelle, vacuole. Vacuoles are the important cell organelles present both in plant and animal cell. A vacuole is an organelle in cells which functions to hold various solutions or materials. A vacuole is simply a chamber surrounded by a membrane which keeps the cytosol from being exposed to the contents inside. Most plant cells have evolved to use vacuoles as water storage organelles, which provide a variety of functions to the cell. Animals do not rely on this water storage for the rigidity of their form, and use their vacuoles for the storage of various products and for exocytosis and endocytosis. Actually, the animal cell vacuoles are different. They are called contractile vacuoles and food vacuoles, particularly in unicellular organisms like amoeba. They perform different function. Contractile vacuole removes the excess of water. The function is called osmoregulation, and the food vacuole helps in the intracellular digestion. Let us see the functions of this vacuole. The vacuoles in plants, a large vacuole occupies the majority of the cell. This vacuole is surrounded by a special membrane, semi-permeable membrane called tonoplast, a type of cytoplasmic membrane that can stretch and fills itself with a solution known as cell sap. The excess of fluid present in the cytoplasm enters into the vacuole and can be stored. A vacuole is used whenever a large amount of substance is taken in through endocytosis or excreted through exocytosis. Many cells, whether plant and animal, take in substances and must store them separate from the cytosol. The vacuoles are able to store many different types of molecules. Fat cells, for instance, store huge amount of lipids in specialized vacuoles. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel.